Our time and our energy are the most valuable resources that we have. We spend so much of our lives on our digital devices connected to the internet. And that is not a bad thing per se. Technology contributes to our life in many positive ways. But there's another side to that as well. Most people spend hours a day on their phone and our screens seem to control us instead of the other way around. Today I will share 20 easy or relatively easy digital minimalism hacks that can help you to get back in control so you can optimize how you use your devices in a way that truly supports your happiness and well-being. Number 1, have a one-screen policy. The first hack that helped me out tremendously is surprisingly easy, and that is to have a one-screen policy, which means that you're only using one screen at a time. So instead of being on your laptop while also checking your phone, just be on your laptop, and if that's hard for you, then try to place your phone somewhere else where you can't reach it. Same when watching Netflix, don't also be on your phone at the same time, because this switching of our attention back and forth between different devices is extremely taxing for our brain. So protect your mental energy and only use one screen at a time. Track your screen time. Most phones nowadays have built-in ways that you can track your screen time, and if it doesn't, then you can use an app like Break-Free or Moment or Off Time. So the first step to changing behavior is seeing it for what it actually is, and a lot of people greatly underestimate the time they spend on their phone. If you can track it, you can instantly see how much time a day you are spending on your phone and which apps take up the most of your time. And this can serve as either a good-to-know type thing, or in some other cases, it can be a clear wake-up call that you really want to make some changes and that can really motivate you to get started. Set limits for your apps. When you know how much time you are actually spending on your apps, then you can also set limits to it. For example, YouTube can let you know when you've spent a certain amount of time watching videos in a row. Or you can also use something like Freedom, which can make certain apps or websites not even available to you during certain times or even certain days. So if you know any more useful apps that can either help you to track your screen time or set limits, then please share them with the rest of us in the comments. If you say apps 1,000 times in a row, it becomes a really strange word, apps. Set your screen to black and white. This is an unexpected but very helpful way to spend less time on your phone, and especially platforms that are very visually engaging, like Instagram of course, can have a lot less power over you if they are displayed in black and white. So if you want to do this on your phone, the option is usually under Settings and then Display. Number 5, switch off notifications. If I could only give you one tip to get back in control and not let your phone run your life, it is this one. Switching off notifications will help you to determine when you want to use your device, instead of your phone distracting you and demanding your attention all throughout the day. Notifications also have a way of drawing us in. So for example, when you get a notification that someone commented on something you posted, first you just want to see what they said, but once you are inside the app, the scrolling starts, and before you know it, you've spent 20 minutes on your phone scrolling mindlessly through the app. Have tech-free moments in your day. This can be the first hour after waking up, or in the evening, the hour before going to bed. I also like to have screen-free times during meals, and we don't have to be connected 24/7. So think of this as kind of like a very small detox that will help you to also be more detached and disengaged from your phone and your devices the rest of the day. Simplify your inbox. I like to create folders for different parts of my life and my business in my inbox. And every time I have dealt with an email, it goes straight into the folder. So because of this, my inbox usually has 5 emails max, and a lot of the times it's 0. Email once daily. Speaking of emails, try to handle them once or maybe twice daily, especially if you spend a lot of time responding to emails. And every time an email comes in, it is a distraction. And the beauty of email is, of course, that we don't have to instantly respond. So try to bulk the time you spend responding to emails, for example, every morning for 30 minutes or an hour. And this can also be done for your social media accounts. So nothing bad is going to happen if you respond to or share something once or twice a day instead of all throughout the day. Do a digital detox. This can be short and sweet, for example, one day, and some people also do like screenless Saturdays. Or if you really want to distance yourself for a while, try doing it for a week. And you can also try a social media detox and do that for a month. The point here is to create some distance and become less attached to our phone and our screens and our social media. So kind of like a mini vacation for your brain. Number 10, set a limit to how long you want to spend taking photos. If you go somewhere nice, first thing that's going to be on a lot of people's minds is recording it. So taking a few pictures, snapping a video, perhaps sharing it online or just keeping it for yourself as a memory. And it is all fine, but to a certain extent. Let's say that you are on a day trip to somewhere beautiful, and the number one thing that you should focus on then, in my opinion anyway, is to really enjoy the moment to the fullest and appreciate the beautiful day and get out of your head. And constantly trying to record everything as it is happening around you will detract from that. So try to set a limit to how long you can spend taking photos or making videos. For example, just say to yourself, okay, I'm gonna spend 10 minutes now making photos, and then I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the day with my phone tucked away. Do a digital declutter. Minimalism doesn't just apply to our physical space, we can use the same principles to declutter our digital space. So declutter apps you haven't used, organize your inbox, simplify your desktop, delete old photos and files from your devices. A cluttered space is a cluttered mind, and this also goes for our digital devices. Protect yourself from blue light. The blue light that our screens emit is not healthy for our eyes, and there's also indication that it can negatively impact other parts of our life, like for example our sleep. So try to protect yourself. Most phones have a blue light filter that you can use. That's also something that I use. That makes the blue light a little bit more on the yellow side, on the warmer side. And for example, you can also think about using protective blue light glasses, especially when you're on your laptop or on your phone for a while. Something I like to do always is turn the screen brightness way down, and you can also think about using the black mode for certain apps, so the screen is also a little bit less bright on your eyes. And of course, no screens before bed goes without saying, so you can have a good night's rest. Introduce friction. If you want to change habits, a great way to do that is to introduce friction. And this makes it a little bit harder to do the thing that you want to stop doing. For example, delete social media apps so that you have to log in through a browser, or just not have them on the main screen. And if you want to not use your phone for a while, place it all the way away in another room. Introduce screen-free zones. Have certain places in your home where screens are just not allowed. For example, no screens in bed, or have a no screens at the dinner table rule. And if you have any more ideas for no screen zones in your home, for example, the toilet, leave them in the comments. Number 15, seek out solitude. We need regular amounts of quiet time without the input of videos, audiobooks, news reports, podcasts, etc. So when you do take a break, make sure that it is actually restorative without subjecting your mind to even more information and stimuli. So if you want to learn more about this, I recommend checking out this video where I talk about minimalism and the life-changing power of silence. Prioritize real connections. People are social animals, and even introverts need to be around other people from time to time, not through a screen, but in real life. So try to actually hang out with people, and when you do, keep your phone away, just enjoy the conversation and the real connection. Don't be on your phone outside. Another rule that you can maybe set for yourself is not using your phone when you're outside. You see so many people walking around looking at their phone, and honestly for me, sometimes it seems a little like zombies. And if you do this all day, the day will just pass you by and you won't even notice. So you could make it a rule for yourself that when you're walking outside and going from point A to point B, just keep your phone away and try not to walk and scroll. Number 18, no auto screens. If your phone has a function where the screen turns on when you pick it up or when you move it, please turn that off. And if you are wearing a smartwatch and it has that function for like when you move your wrist, please also turn that off. You don't need these things distracting you all day. And just like with notifications, you don't want your device telling you that it is time to do something. You want to have that control for yourself. Choose one social media platform. This is perhaps a little extreme for some people, but it can really help out a lot. So when it comes to social media, so much of it is done without a lot of intention, and we do it mindlessly because we are used to it that way. So you do have a choice. You don't have to choose a life without social media, but you could choose to only be on one platform and really base your decision on which platform provides you the most real value. Number 20, be a digital minimalist. If you really want to make changes, sometimes these hacks and tricks can be helpful, but to really make it stick, you need a paradigm shift. And digital minimalism can be that for you. It helps you to identify the digital tools that add the most value to you and happily miss out on what doesn't. It's about being intentional, cutting away the digital noise that only serves to distract us, and optimizing how we use our devices to make sure they actually improve our life. A digital minimalist is someone who doesn't mind missing out on a certain small benefit that an app or a technology might have, and believes in less is more, and they only use a digital tool when it is of tremendous value for them and if it truly improves a certain aspect of their life. They also keep their digital space organized, and they have no problem disengaging or being offline regularly. Digital minimalism is a great way to simplify your life, and if you want to learn more about that, then I recommend checking out the Simple Happy Zen online course. It's called In Love with Your Life, 20 Weeks to Simplify Your Life and Amplify Your Happiness. Amy was one of my first students to join the program, and she had this to say: "These past 20 weeks have been amazing. Doing the In Love with Your Life course has helped me to change my whole outlook on life, spiritually, physically, and mentally. I will be forever grateful for the hard work and dedication Vera has put into this course. Because of the program, I have finally gone back to school to finish my master's degree, and I have organized my life to make my dream become a reality." This is my online program that you can do anywhere, and I really teach you to simplify all big aspects of your life, including your digital life, but also your relationships, your goals and to-dos, your commitments, your routines, your finances, and even your diet. So by joining, you get unlimited access to all the materials from my course, and you can also self-pace to make it fit into your schedule. So if you want to join, then please find the link in the description for more info. And of course, you can always email me at courses@simplehappyzen.com if you have any questions, or leave them in the comments. Please give this video a thumbs up because that helps support the channel. And next week's video is going to be all about decluttering, and I'm going to take you behind the scenes and show you how I declutter an area in my home that I have been putting off for way too long, and it is finally time. So be sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss it when that video comes out. And as always, questions, comments, conversations down below, and have a great week. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.